Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make a quick video about my Channel Master 4228 HD antenna. I was just really doing this on a budget. I'm trying to save as much as I can, and I just had a bunch of parts laying around. I had the antenna from the previous house, and as far as the preamp, I had it as well, and I had all the wire, so I lucked out. So the only pieces that I really needed to buy was the mast. And when I moved into this house, the owner had previously had like a direct TV dish, and he poured this big massive concrete form here and stuck this big like 2.5 inch post in the middle of it, and it's super solid. And I thought, well, I'll just take the dish down that was mounted right in here, and it had like a had it pointing this direction, and I decided just to take that dish down and take and put some 1 3/8 fence tubing, that stretcher tubing that goes across the top. Everybody says that it's too thin to mount an antenna on, but I figured I would take my chances because just like I said, I'm trying to save as much money as I possibly can. But I figured what I would do is take two 10-foot sections, and yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but I welded them together, and then I took and drilled a hole through where they slide into one another. I bolted them together, and then, like I said, I welded the seam, both pieces together at the seam. And you know, just for you safety fanatics out there, yes, I did grind the galvanizing off the tubing before I welded it. And anyways, I got good weld penetration on it. It's real thin. It's like a 17 gauge. I believe that's what it said on the tag at the store when I bought the tubing. But like I said, I just welded the two 10-foot sections together, and then I just slid it inside this 2.5 inch tubing. And I know it's kind of loose in there, but since it's so high, I figured it would give it some good support, and I might be able to pack something down in that hole just to take some of the slack out there. And right now I've just got like a sanding sponge stuck down in there, but I needed something to secure it to the house. And they sell brackets and everything, but I didn't want to have to go bend them and all that stuff. And I've got a sheet metal shop over here in my garage, so you know, I could have made them out of sheet metal, but I wanted something that was adjustable. And so what I did was I took and screwed some eyelets into the side of the house there, and then I used those turnbuckles, and I went from the turnbuckles to the fence post, and I used just old fence post little brackets, I guess to hang maybe a gate or something. I'm not sure what those things are for, but as you can see, I just got through with it, and it's mounted on the house, and it's super tight. You know, it's got a little bit of no wiggle in it, I mean, but a little bit at the top when I wiggle here at the bottom. But that's just to be expected. We've got pretty decent winds today because the storm Matthew's on its way, so the wind has picked up here. But anyways, I've had it up for about a couple weeks, and it's turned out great. I just wanted to let you know, I hooked it up to the TV in the living room and the TV in the bedroom, and I was able to pick up over 40 channels. And you got to keep in mind, all those are HD channels. The picture's really amazing. But anyways, the old owner put this antenna up, and I've never even tried it. It would probably do a pretty decent job, but he used even smaller tubing than what I used. He didn't even use the correct masting like you're supposed to use, but he just used some other thin wall galvanized tubing and bolted it together. He didn't even weld it together. It looks like basically the same fence posting that I use, but he didn't even bother welding it, and it's been here for years, and it's held up. So for all you people that says, hey, that fence post tubing just won't work for a big antenna. Oh, well, hate to burst your bubble, this is a pretty damn big antenna. I'd say this thing's probably, I don't know, 10 foot long, maybe longer. And the thing's at least probably 6 foot wide. So, you know, like I said, you can see that thing moving around up there, and it hadn't budged. And I know it's been here for years. Hell, you can see the bracket on the side of the house is rusty. And I went up there to wiggle on it the other day to see how strong it was. And yeah, it moves around a little bit, but shit, it ain't coming out of the ground. So if you guys want to try some of that fence post tubing, give it a shot. It's working out for me, and it'll really save you from having to pay that big cable bill every month, which everybody hates. Now, as you can see, beside my HD antenna, that's my internet, because we live out in the country and we're about a mile both ways down the road from internet. So my next project one of these days is to take a dish like that and mount a USB adapter in the center of that thing and point it towards hopefully the woods over there, and maybe make it over the way there and pick up somebody's Wi-Fi signal that's not password protected. It's not against the law or anything, so you might as well give it a shot. So in fact, I've done that before. I was able to pick up my parents' old Wi-Fi, and they were over a half a mile away, and it picked up amazing. So anyways, YouTube, good luck, and give this a try. Bye.